So we just got back from a trip to Stellar Point, Banner's Broker's new headquarters. What did you think of the day?
I think the day was absolutely phenomenal. We got to meet several people from head office staff. We, had a blast there. We got a lot of questions answered, and I would have to say that there is not a doubt in my mind that this company is going to be a world-class company, and it was just incredible to be there and experience the kind of phenomenal growth and changes that Banners is going through.
Okay, so we just got back from Stellar Point's new offices. We saw BB in action.
That's right.
Al, what did you think?
Well, here's what I think. There's a concept in business that's called the lean startup, and it's basically a methodology of how a startup company starts up, right? If you take all your startup capital and you blow it, you spend it all trying to make the first rendition of your product, you're gone, you're out of business already. So the concept is you get the minimum viable product, the least, the least costly and the fastest product to market that you can get. And then you get it into the hands of a consumer, and then you know right there if they want it or not. If you spend all your money and they don't want it, you're out of business. Banner's Broker, from what I can see, has done it exactly right. Now, when guys first got into Banner's Broker, there were, different things you could do. You could say words that are now banned, right? You could buy multiple packages. You could do several things that have changed now because they had to get what they had on the market. So they got it on the market. It was good. It, spread like wildfire. So now what we as affiliates see, and a lot of guys probably don't understand, is that they're not tweaking the business model. They're tweaking the product, they're tweaking the model, and there are changes. Some people get upset when things change. Well, realize that you're dealing with a business model that is now being refined. It's totally unique. And Banner's Broker is actually doing it right. They are now tweaking the model while expanding the company. One of the problems that they have with that is overexpansion. And they are running like crazy to fix it. So David Hooker, who toured us, very excellent speaker. I really like the guy's style. What he did was he was real level with us. He told it like it was. He says, look, we are trying to pull wires, and the phone company says this is going to be done, and it's not done then, and the affiliates are out there. The affiliates don't care if it's, they don't care about our issues on the company side, is what he said. They just want service. So you can see from what he said all the issues that they're dealing with, but he was level. He told us like it was. And, they then took responsibility for it. He had his assistant out there fixing people's accounts, which gave us all a really good viewpoint on what it takes from us to get the result that we want. And it also tells us what it takes from their end to get the product. So I think it was very, very, very productive. They also talked about other issues they have in the field, which, I won't discuss on video, but very, very, very helpful. My personal viewpoint is the company is around for the long term, and they're taking responsibility to put the things in that will ensure that. So that's my take on it.
So we just got back from the Banner Broker head office, and had a great time. What in your experience, what made the greatest impression on you while being there?
Today, visiting the new office in Whitby, I really enjoyed seeing the bare bones, seeing them build, seeing them working to make it come together, talking to us, telling us the issues, this happening, working with us on our own particular accounts and saying, this is an issue, fix it, done deal, fix it, and fixing the problems I didn't even realize I had an issue with. They were so personable, so wonderful, helpful. It just really gave me an overwhelming feeling of confidence and security, and knowing that they were doing everything they could with what knowledge they had for that particular moment to help me. You know, they were, and if they didn't know, they would find out. That was what really impressed me and left an impression on me today, how they were willing to just figure it out. Whatever issue may arise, I could see that, you know, they're an up-and-coming company. They are working to pull it all together. Obviously, it's not perfect because they're a growing company. And, you know, it wouldn't be human otherwise.
So just getting back from the Banner Broker Stellar Point head office, had a great time today. And in your experience, what really intrigued you about Banner's Broker?
Well, it really reaffirmed for me what Banner's Broker is all about. And I'm not as hesitant about talking to different people about it now. David and his crew there, Leanna, they were excellent. They showed us, we got to see it from the bottom up and how things are going to change and everything. And I was so impressed with the way our questions were answered, and also the fact that they didn't blame problems on somebody else. They took the responsibility for the problems, and they are working on solving them, and that's what I liked about it.
Steve, we just got back obviously today from a wonderful outing to visit the Banner Broker / Stellar Point office. And what word would sum up the day for you?
Good question. I would say the word investment. It's a word we're not supposed to use when we talk about Banner's Broker, but I think it sums it up well because you can see what they're investing in the company and in us. It's not just investing in the building, it's investing in their employees. They go through a week of intensive training. They've invested in a beautiful kitchen facility so everybody gets a good lunch, kind of get you through the day. They've invested in things to make the day just more enjoyable. They can watch TV on their breaks. And I think they've invested in us as affiliates too, because they took the time to address concerns that we had and make sure those were going to get solved. They gave us the reassurance those issues would get resolved. So I think it's just an overall investment in building confidence and building a viable future for the company.